Oh, yeah. I went to sleep with a fish in my pocket? That's not good. Excuse me. Okay. Let's get back to it. God, the music in this game is so good! Five coals? Wow, I can do that. That's easy. Oh, I have in my pocket already. Clint? Your lucky day. Your lucky day, Clint. Oh, yeah. What you got in that trash? Nothing? That's fine. The failure rate on fishing is just a little bit too high. Penny, fancy meeting you here. Hold on, Penny. I'm coming. Penny, Penny. When you're lost in a book, it's easy to forget the realities of your life. Do tell. I wouldn't mind forgetting my alcoholic mother in your situation either. Pretty unfortunate. Clint? What are you doing, Clint? I have some geodes for you. Trash. Acceptable. Trash. You never fail to disappoint, Clint. As it were. Thank you. What you got in that trash can, bruh? Nothing. What you got in that trash can, bruh? Ooh, bread? Don't mind if I do. Trash can bread. Wait a minute. Why didn't you ask for the... Did I not give you the coals? Bro. not the coal? Why doesn't it... I already have it in my inventory, Stardew Valley. Why didn't you check my inventory? That's very bad programming. What is this game? This is like a 10-year-old game? Come on. You could have patched that out by now. Upon quest acceptance, check inventory. If inventory exists, if coal exists, inventory, add to quest log. Easy. What you doing? What you doing? Don't mind if I do. So if I put the coal back in the box and then take it back out, is it just gonna... I don't know what kind of coal you want, Clint. You know what? You're not getting your coal treats. That's on you. You want some kind of fancy coal I don't have, I suppose. You're gonna... Whoa, oh, shit! You have to find it on your own. Speed up there. Where's my axe? Oh. Whoop. Oh my goodness. What are we doing? Whoop. Oh yeah, you wanted me to, come visit you in this little wizard tower, didn't you? I am wearing a wizard hat. Jesus Christ. It's a cowboy wizard. Seeker of arcane truths. Mediary between physical and ethereal. Master of the 7 elementals. You say 7, but your octagram over there has 8 points. The one whose arrival I have long foreseen. Here, I'd like to show you something. Behold! Jesus! You've seen one before, haven't you? Yeah, it's one of those goddamn rats. They call themselves the Junimos. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. It's probably because you had them trapped. I'm not sure why they've moved into the community center, but you've no reason to fear them. Then why do you have it caged up? You found a golden scroll written in an unknown language. Most interesting. Stay here. I'm going to see for myself. I'll return shortly. Wow, okay. Oh! I found the note. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Junimo, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with this forest, you will see the true nature of this scroll. Okay. One with the forest. What do they mean? Sniff, sniff. here. Sniff, sniff, come here? I don't know, man. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Baby fern, moss grub, caramel top toadstool. Can you smell it? It smells like farts. Drink up the farts. Let the essence of the forest permeate your butthole. Don't sweat the farts. Plus 38 energy. It's good farts. Oh, I'm turning green. I'm ripped. I'm sanded, dude. Jesus. Nice little sine waves there. Ooh, I've gained the power of forest magic. Now I can decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. Leah, you will not believe what just happened. Have you been in that wizard tower? That shit's crazy. Actually, a lot of wild food in this area if you know where to look. I do know where to look. In fact, I thought I had some. I'm very sorry, Leah. Some other time. There was a strange man in there, and he gave me some kind of potion, and then I blacked out, and I woke up. I don't feel too good. It's probably not a great, not a great thing that happened. But I feel like I know the mystery of the Junimo scrolls, Leah. Leah, wait. Leah, I'm having second thoughts about Penny. Where are you? Leah, wait. Leah. Penny's very nice, but you're a sweetheart too, Leah. I'm feeling conflicted. Maybe I'll look at you through your window. Oh no, she can see my ring. There we go. Okay, let's be serious. Get back to the farm before it gets too dark. Opportunistic fishing. Slam. Don't mind if I do. Huh? Huh? Perfect. Perfect. Smallmouth bass. Immediate hit. Oh, not perfect. Wow, this fish just gave up, didn't he? Of course, it was a chub. The chubs always give up. I love a good night fish. Oh. Okay, that's enough of that. Level 6 fishing. +1 fishing rod proficiency. New crafting recipe bait maker. New crafting recipe spinner. Hot diggity damn. Trap bobber and sonar bobber. I'm just a professional fisherman now, aren't I? Looks like it. Looks like I know what I'm doing. Swap out headphones. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, let's see. Day 25 of spring year 1. Nice fishing haul. If it smells, it sells. Am I right, Willie? Yeah, I'm right. Okay. All right, let's see here. Cookout kit. Bug steak. It's pretty good. I need some more iron, huh? Oh, you've got my... Oh, damn. Maybe I'll go sweeten up Leah a little bit. Is that you? No, that's, Shane. How about it, Shane? Sleep it off, buddy. Now, I imagine Leah's gonna like outdoor gifts, given that she's kind of an outdoorsy person. But which ones precisely, I'm not sure. We'll just kind of have to cross our fingers. Maybe she said she likes salads, right? You can use dandelions and leeks in salads. Or spring onions, excuse me. Give those a try. Is that a ghost frog? I saw a phantasmal looking frog. Quick. So slick. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Beautiful. Glasses. Trash. Perfect cast. Perfect algae. Perfect cast yet again. Too good. Just too good at fishing. What are you gonna do? I need a fishing challenge. I need to prove myself to be the best fisherman on Stardew Valley. Well, don't hurt yourself, kid. Why am I digging in the trash? Because you people throw away whole baguettes and plates of moray eel and stuff. You live first world spoiled lives. You don't realize how valuable these resources are. Except for that, you can keep the paper. I don't want that. You tell him, Jody. A deal's a deal. What are you gonna do? Oh, careful. I'm gonna interrupt your lesson, Penny, to tell you that I appreciate you. One time I found a really old piece of pottery. I brought it to Gunther and he said it was over 1,000 years old. Because you're wise beyond your years, Penny. The neighborhood is lucky to have you. So saith my wizard hat. The neighborhood is also very lucky to have Leah too. I don't know where she is, but I will tell her the same should I happen to see her. Careful, sport. Let me dig in your trash can. Nah, we're good. Relax. No, I ruined it. Setting all kinds of chub records. Whoops. Just gave up, huh? Leah! Leah, wait! I have presents! It's simpler to be friends with the trees. They don't have much to say. I have dandelions to say. Wait, Leah! You're most welcome. Covered? Yeah. Because I'm looking out for you, Leah. I have your interests in heart. That's what a selfless person does. Would you look at that? So many max throws. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Careful. Sad fish, huh? Chub. Yep, that's a sad fish. Beautiful max throw. Immediate hit. Oh yeah. That's perky fish. Perfect. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's very stalkerish, isn't it? It's pretty funny. Oh! Are you awake, Penny? Oh no, we're not. Okay, that'll do. Well, here. Shouldn't give up a nice fishing spot while I still got it. Oh! I wanted to go to the cave, but they're still upgrading my pickaxe. I can't very well go to the cave without a pickaxe. So it's a fishing day. A very momentous fishing day, though, goodness. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good fishing day. You wouldn't happen to still be... Nope, yep, you're gone. That's what I get for walking away. Grab some water. You mean like your night out was just itself an anti-Valentine's night, or you mean the event at the museum was an anti-Valentine's event? Let's see. I'll get in a few more. Oh, you can actually see it move. I didn't even realize. Just a fishing machine. Oh, that was a max, and you know it, Stardew. You robbed me. That's okay, I still get the perfect fish. Every time. Almost every time. Oh, you have a whole night of museums? That's awesome. Museums are fantastic. I love museums. I think the last big one I went to was in either Boston or Minneapolis. I don't remember what the order was. But every time I go to a new city, I try to go to the museums in the particular city I'm in, if possible. Particularly for their fine art when they have them. Not that I'm particular about what museums I go to, but if they have fine art at the museums, I usually go straight to it. I'm a fan of old paintings, particularly classical, old master style Dutch, early European paintings, and they're pretty enough to look on, to look at through a screen, but seeing them in person is just something else entirely. Come by the shop and check out the new rods I'm selling. They're the best money can buy, and you can customize them with different kinds of tackle. I see, so I need a fancy rod to put tackle. I got it. Surely my pickaxe is ready. Oh. Minnie! Minnie! Minnie, are you awake? Look at my hat, Minnie. You like my hat? It's cool, I found it in a cave under a rock. It's very cool, isn't it, Penny? Penny, I'm gonna dig through your neighbor's trash cans before they wake up. Can you imagine just a person in a wizard hat digging through your trash can? If you did that around here, you would probably get yelled at or shot at. Most likely. People get shot for less around here. Oh, a speed dating event. Oh, it was more intensely Valentine's related than I suspected. I figured it was just a funny name for an event holidays, but no, it really did have Valentine's oriented activity. I actually went and got a little bit of programming done the other day and set up a JavaScript script for my browser, and so now I never have to click that live chat top chat button ever again. It automatically switches because I was looking, and apparently people have been complaining about that for at least 5 years that I could find. People making posts about it on Reddit and other forums like, why won't YouTube give you the option to change it? So that was going to be a problem I had to fix by myself, so I did. That's nice, I don't have to worry about it anymore. Oh my god, what is with this garbage? Oh my god! Stardew Valley, what are you doing to me? I haven't done anything in the community center yet. I think I just talked to the wizard for the first time literally 2 or 3 in-game days ago. I had forgotten I had to talk to the wizard to even start the community center stuff. Because I had gone in there and couldn't do anything and couldn't remember why. Oh, that reminds me. I have some stuff to donate. I was like, why can't I put stuff in the thing? But it was because I had not gone to see the wizard. The Wizard of Stardew. After I drop off this stuff at the archaeology office, I probably should go in there and see what the game plan is, because I had forgotten all about it, frankly. The gameplay loop for the daily activities is so strong. Once I get moving, I totally get zeroed in. Okay, so put these in there. That'll work. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I think the pseudo-stalking title and thumbnail with Penny is very, very funny. Because it's so anti-Stardew. Every other thumbnail I see for this game is like, oh my god, top Stardew tips! Or like, explosive color and yay! And close-ups on people's faces and... it's so much more fun to just have something a little sideways. A little lateral in its expectations. Clint? You got my goddamn... Yo, yeah. That's my boy, Clint. I'm just kidding. I don't like you that much. I'm supposed to give you coal, but I already had 5 units of coal. And it didn't get any closer to the requirements for the subquest, so I don't know what the deal is. Gunther! Let me tell you something, Gunther. I've been fishing like a goddamn machine, okay? I got... presumably some sort of fossil-like thing, a nautiloid shell, and a jawbone? What is that? That looks like a jawbone. Tail! Okay, well that's not working, but that's okay. I'm going to presume it's a fossil. Okay. Let's see this community center. Oh, nope, Pam. Hello, Penny. You wouldn't happen to be busy, would you? You have a second to talk? Penny? Penny? The kids are fine. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. They're fine. This is such a small town. You can't avoid meeting everyone, especially not when they follow you around 24/7 like I do, can you? You know I live right down the street. You can come visit anytime you want, Penny. Penny? Penny? Where are you going? What are you running for, Penny? No. Penny! Fine. I can take a hint. Abigail, would you like some bread? I love presents. Oh, you like the bread? Oh, well, you're welcome. I wish there was a mall here. I want my bread back, Abigail. I think you just like it because somebody paid for it. That's what I think. Let's see. Spooky Community Center. Little rat ghost. Horseradish, daffodil, leek, dandelion. Okay. .25% of them complete. .50% complete. 75% complete. I should probably go to the southerly area. Well, I don't know, they might be up here. Demetrius, how's it hanging? What's good? Get away from my leak. That's my community center leak. Actually, do I have one in here? I sure do. Boom. Perfect. Just one shot at it. One day. Can't beat it. I don't think I've ever knocked out one in one day before like that. Nice. Whoops. Boom! Bundle complete. Need to get some taps for the trees. Where are you going, buddy? Will you just run through me as well? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Crab pot. All right, making progress. Oh, Penny! Oh! Penny! You want a sword fight? Oh! 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 Stay away! That's my girlfriend! Oh! You smell like grass. That's better than fish. Surprised you didn't say fish. Penny! 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 Penny, I blockaded the children's path! Penny! Fine, I'll go talk to Leah. Be my wizard, how to go talk to Leah. Leah likes to hang out outside. Okay. Ten pieces of wood into 1 piece of coal. Oh my god, go up. Bait maker. Coral and sea urchin. Iron, coral, sea urchin, gold. Yeah, I need a day in the cave, huh? Okay. Well, in that case, let's see what's at the ocean real quick. Oh, I probably need a bunch of wood to fix that bridge, don't I? How about it, Willie? Pieces of wood. Okay. 300 wood pieces and a cave day. Cool. Oh! 40% of them. Not bad. This should be pretty easy. Sounds like those raccoons are back again. Filthy varmints. It was me. Did I turn up at the right time? I was definitely the guy digging through your trash earlier. I'm very sorry, George. Yeah, I'll scare him off. No worries. Yeah. I'll give him a good scare. Linus, let me tell you something. You're a man after my own heart. I quite enjoy digging through trash as well. You don't have to be anything to be sorry about. I eat baguettes out of the trash can. I found a whole fish meal that I ate. Actually, I gave the baguette to Abigail. Or, Haley. Excuse me. Found a lot of hot, fresh food in this can. Stuff will go to waste. That's what I'm saying! Don't feel bad about it. Do you think there's something wrong with what I'm doing? Absolutely not. I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to say you should feel good about it, but don't feel bad, you know? No, I mean, you could still run. I feel like you're getting, okay. Well, you take care, Linus. You could be a little sneakier. Wait. I know what you were doing, Linus. If you need food, just ask. I don't want anyone in Pelican Town to go hungry. Very humanizing. Very, that's the word I'm looking for. Nicer than the way the real world works, we'll put it that way. Yeah, I like Linus. Linus is dope. Linus is real shit. Although it would be nice if they had a couple of aggressive homeless people that would spit on you when you walked by and fight you and just shoot up drugs in the alleyway. And you try to fucking offer them food and they threaten you with weapons. And then shit on your sidewalk right in front of you out of spite. That'd be pretty cool. Let's grab a few fish. Ready for tomorrow. I don't think I've caught any rainbow trout. I did catch some garbage though. Yeah, I'm sure rural areas like these, less developed, kind of down-home areas have relatively good-hearted, intransigent populations. Is that the word I'm looking for? Intransigent? I don't want to be using that word incorrectly. No. Transient, maybe. Intransigent is different. But yeah, rural areas probably have nicer transient populations. More urban areas don't. Not in America. American unhoused populations have gotten decidedly rough over the past 20 years. As a culture. Let's see. Do that and that. Oh, careful. Okay, that'll do. Wait, no. Wait. No, I'm all mixed up. Hold on. You go there. You go there. And then I go to sleep. What's my favorite piece of garbage? Like in this game? Or just in general? Like real life garbage? The class of possible garbage items can be very large. It's been so long since I heard from you, dear. Things are much the same as ever back home. I miss you very much. Love, Mom. P.S. Take this cash money. Good looking out, moms. Thank you. Alright, cave day. In the game? Probably broken CD. Because I don't imagine Stardew Valley to be a place with a lot of CD players. So I have to wonder why there's so many broken CDs around. I don't think I've ever seen a CD player in this game. In real life, I love electronics garbage. But I think it's because I'm a computer person. I'm not an electrical engineer. Like, I can't do circuit diagrams, although I can repair simple electronics and solder pretty easily. So, where a lot of people see electronics trash, I see things that can be used, like wire traces and capacitors and resistors and things like that. A lot of electronics that get thrown out are just a few components away from being fixed. Ooh, lucky day. If I find a piece of electronics being thrown away that I can fix, I'll usually just keep it and fix it and use it. I mean, I did the same thing with this microphone that I'm talking into right now. It wasn't broken, and it was like $100 or so when I got it. But then I held off on buying it. It went on sale for $30 when they were clearing out the storefront. So I bought it, and it's been a great mic. But when I would play GPU-heavy games like Elder Scrolls Online, the noise floor of the microphone was very high. So where I'm speaking right now, it goes from like minus 18 to minus 6 decibels. Clipping is at minus 0 decibels, right? The noise floor would be at like minus 40, way too high. And you would hear static. and it essentially ruined anything that I recorded in it. And I could have just bought a new microphone and a new audio interface and all this stuff, but I ended up just getting two USB cables, cutting the ends off of them, and looking up the pinout diagram for USB, and it's got 4 wires. Positive, negative for data, power, and ground. And I ran the power and ground to a wall outlet that I plugged it like into the end of one USB cable, and the positive negative I ran into the computer for, you know, the audio signal. And wouldn't you know it, all the static from my GPU went away since it's on a separate circuit now. So that would have been electronics trash that I or someone else would have thrown away, but it got fixed. And the way I see it, the less waste, the better. Plus, I find it to be an endearing quality in myself and in others when you artistically make use of what you've got, right? It's way too easy to just buy a nice Shure microphone and a Focusrite XLR interface, and that's what everyone does, but I think most people are just not creative or not willing to think about problems, and they want to pay someone else to fix them for them. I like exercising my brain a little bit. Oh, nice. What kind of art piece, if you don't mind me asking? I had a friend of mine who was way into garbage art. This was like 10 years ago. She made a cigarette monster costume out of old cigarette butts and like store mannequins from department stores that went out of business. She was an animal. Incredible artist though. She could draw and sculpt like nobody had ever seen. Slingshot. Huh. Okay. Let's keep it moving. Oh yeah. No, I don't even want to go in there. We're good. Definitely take some electronics classes. It's a lot easier to learn than you might think. The great thing about physics-based fields of study is that there's no surprises. There's no magic. Once you understand the mathematics of it, everything it just always does what you expect it to. And if there's ever some mystery that you can't understand, it's always going to be interesting finding the answer. The most exciting stuff in physics and science happens when you go, huh, that's strange. Ooh. Fix all my own computers, work on my own electronics when I'm able to. I'm actually trying to get a home lab set up because I like using AI language models, but I don't like using the ones online. And China is releasing a ton of nice open source free ones these days to undercut the US competitive market. Which sucks for United States GDP, but boy, it's great for people like me that like open source stuff. So I'm gonna try to set up a home server on my own lab, where I have my own racked up hard drives for network attached storage and a local language model that I could ask GPT-like questions to, but without it going to a big server. Knowing electronics engineering, computer science, it's very empowering. You're very much like a modern day blacksmith. Oh, fuck! Bitch! Oh. Double glow ring? I wonder. Oh, hell yeah. Like wearable jewelry out of electronics pieces. That's badass. Good use for it, too. Some electronics components are really, really pretty. Thinking about one day doing a little stream where I try to mess with some language models that I've got set up on my machine, but people are understandably so fucking tired of AI these days. I don't think anybody give a shit, and I don't really blame them. I hardly do. The only reason I want to set it up is so I don't have to use websites. I'd like to not use AI language models at all, but things like Google have gotten so bad, and these AI companies are killing the internet at such a fast rate that you either use language models or you just can't get information off the internet for anything anymore. The rest of it's just SEO garbage and spam, which is really unfortunate. Oh god. I've known a lot of people that do ceramics too. But I have no experience with it. I got a lot more stuff than I expected. Get out of here. I feel really bad for people that are in school right now. I was fortunate enough to go through high school and some college before language models were a thing, and I don't know how you would learn anything in this environment. Everything is begging you to take the easy way out. Businesses and competition in school, I imagine. All the pressures are there to just not learn anything and have things solved for you. Going the same way with programming. Actually, some of the software that I write for just little one-off pieces of kit, I don't write the code anymore. Which is weird. I can read code, and if I had to write it, I could, but it would just be a lot slower. And I just generate it now and then read over it and adjust it where I need to. And it feels different to do that. I don't know, I want to say I don't enjoy it as much, but the truth is I do. It's a lot of fun to generate code and tweak it, but I've seen a lot of other people that generate code and then never tweak it. And they just try to one-shot everything, and they don't know how any of the stuff works. And software is going to get real bad when it's all made up of stuff that people have never looked at. I think you can already see that happening. Things like GitHub and Discord and a few other services are going down a couple times a month, and I'm starting to suspect it's because all their backend is Vibe coded. Is it hard to do ceramics without taking a class? Do you have to practice a whole bunch, or is it something that comes somewhat naturally if you just get clay in? And I guess you don't even need a kiln with clay, do you? Probably just let it naturally dry, or an oven, and solidify it that way. I got some clay cookware from Mexico. It's some of the best cookware I have. All I cook with is cast iron and clay sometimes. I don't use anything else. Getting rough. Oh no. Alright, that was a close one. You know, these raw fish. Hell yeah, just throw them in there and build a fire on top of it. That's classic. That's good stuff right there. It's done when the fire's done. Oh my god, really? I don't want to eat this. I'm gonna eat it. I need to. I don't want to give up this progress. Uh-huh. Ho, 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 ho. Some of the glazes that friend of mine used to work with were terrifying. Some of the chemical formulas that were on them. I didn't know until I met her that you can't just eat out of any random glazed ceramic. You have to be really careful. Some of them are very toxic. At least that's what I recall. That's what I'm to understand. I think that's the case. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, they had a wall of ceramics glazes at our college, just thousands and thousands of dollars worth of stuff. Because I guess some of it's pretty rare and expensive. And, you know, dangerous. I imagine stuff that's dangerous is just expensive as a consequence of being dangerous. Nobody wants to mess with it. Does that stack? Let me see. Yeah, it sure does. Sure does. Okay, that needs to. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's my walkway. Clear out. Clear out. People walk in here. Okay. I'm gonna put my shoes in here. Nice and even. This is wait. Oh, confused myself. Perfect. How we like it. Yeah, I need to focus a little bit more on the farm construction here. I haven't spent any time on it yet. Now that I've got some iron, I can start building out some stuff that'll keep me on the farmland longer for a given day. Oh yeah, it's summer, I think, right? Oh yeah, it looks like summer. God, the summer music is so fucking good. There's another one that's got a sitar, I think, or a different kind of Indian stringed instrument. It's one of the other tracks they play in summer. It's so good. What can I build? Supposedly you can't eat safely out of clay bowls. And lattes, they may have lead. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. I read about that. Oh, I need 300 pieces of wood. I think Penny and I will have... I think she'll come around without too much pressure. I mean, how many daffodils can you possibly fit in a girl's heart, you know? Before she finds me irresistible. Me and my wizard hat. I forgot how good the music is in this game. Pieces? Oh yeah. Oh, I got melons for you, girl. You just buckle up. They're coming. Only if you want them, though. I would never give melons unilaterally. I will take melons unilaterally. By all means. Don't let me stand in your way. Oh, speaking of Penny, I need to get her flowers. My penny blossoms. That's my official name for the daffodil, the penny blossom. I stored them. They're out of season. I wonder if Leah would like that. Penny! Penny! Are you awake? Penny! Penny! Don't worry about the kids' education. They'll be fine. It's summer. They're playing or something, right? I'm curious to see if this game's being live streamed is going to get a copyright strike for the music because of how popular the music is. I'm shocked at how many things get copyright claimed. I can't imagine they would do it for this game, though. Given it's a darling of streamers, so. Where is she? Maybe she's at school. Shit! Penny, don't make me get this daffodil to Leah. Poppies. Okay. No copy strike, they even let you use it on videos unrelated. Oh, that's great. That's so cool. Penny, 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 penny. No. Ah, where is she? She's gone missing. Shit. What are we gonna do? Maybe she's up here. Oh. No, you're Gus. You're the generous zucchini fritter maker that gives them to Linus. You're very nice. But the daffodil is not for you. No! Penny. Oh, I wanted to throw it over her head. Nice weather, isn't it? It sure is. It's not the season for one of these, but I got it for you anyway, girl. Mwah. Looks nice. Not as nice as you. Bam! 1 heart. Oh, you're breaking my 1 out of 8 hearts. But that's okay. Now I'm gonna go warm up Leah and keep her on the back burner just in case. Oh, it's Bam! Shit! She's going to get some beer at Jojo Mart. Yeah, I think Penny's clearly my favorite, but I'll tell you, I'm kind of looking at Leah a little bit from the side and feeling a little bit of an itch. A little pre-relationship itch. Oh no! Oh no, I confused you for Leah. You're man Leah. Yeah, just one heart. I've been stressing too. Haven't gotten anywhere with her. It's hilarious. Damn, Leah is the dollar store Robin. She's like the sexy version of Linus. Like Linus digs through trash cans and everyone's like, ugh. And then Leah digs through trash cans and forges outside. Everyone's like, ooh, self-sufficiency. That's so nice and efficient and naturalistic. Let's see. Yeah, I do like Leah quite a lot. It's pretty great. Leah and Penny. Steady heatin'. #1 heaters. You know what? I don't even care. I'm just gonna go to bed so I can try to get this next music track. I think it's the one that I like a lot. Oh, it sure is. Oh, probably my favorite track in the game. Oh, driftwood. Appreciate the heads up. God, the music is so good. I can't imagine what a concert for this must be like. I bet there's people in the audience just bawling, crying. No! Damn it! Damn it! I fucked the music up! Son of a bitch! Oh, yeah. Yeah, I found out one of my good friends here in real life, he chose Emily as well. He said I need to get a Stardew Vorse from Penny and get with the real girl, which is Emily. I love how opinionated people are about it. It's so good. I didn't know they had Nier Automata concerts. Unless you mentioned it to me a little earlier, which you may have. Come to think of it. Oh. Wow, I can't believe I ruined that sitar. Penny! All for you, girl. That's not enough. What do you mean that's enough? That's never enough for Penny. Tutoring Vincent and Jazz. They're a handful, but it's nice. See, always thinking of somebody other than herself. We should be so fortunate to have her in our farmhouse. As the mother to my digital children. First you mentioned it, huh? Yeah, I guess I didn't realize they had those. It's sick, honestly. One of those games I still need to get off my to-do list. Take care, Ovni. Always good to see you. Enjoy your rest. What's up, Mommy Leah? It's definitely the mommy version of Leah, no doubt. Wait, do I still... Hold on. I think I have... I have a hard drive over here where I rip the soundtracks out of every game that I enjoy. Not like download them from websites. I mean like straight rip them out of the program when I'm able to. And I don't think I did that with Stardew. I think there was like a separate collection that I bought. But alongside those, I have tons of rips out of games for the soundtracks, and I keep them in this massive folder. And I might be able to just play that track that I accidentally closed, because I want to hear it run through. Oh yeah, here you are. Both work with wood. I don't know if you use it, Barry, but I've got a Unity asset ripper and some other asset ripper for, I think, Unreal Engine games. It can decompress all the files out of its storage format. I think they're bins or whatever Unreal uses. But they are great for getting the raw audio tracks out of games that you've installed. Here it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not gonna blow out the... Perfect. Yeah, some friends of mine and I were kind of putting together a game plan to set up a little home lab over here where I've got a pretty beefy wired connection, and then set up a Tailscale VPN, get some network attached storage, put a secondary GPU in it for a language model, just rack up everything we need. There's a good chance that component prices are going to crash in the next couple of years, but there's an equally good chance that they won't. And even if they don't, I think we're both past the point of being comfortable with our data being on the cloud. So I think we're just going to set up a server and run everything on a private network. You know, not everything, but media storage, language models. You know how that goes. I don't need to explain that to you. You seem like you're in the know. Tailscale and WireGuard and such make it really easy these days too, especially on Linux where it's just SSHD. Seems like spinning Rust drives are getting more expensive too, unfortunately. There was a language model released a couple of days ago. Twin 3.5, And I would use an American model if some of the labs will put out some open ones, but the Chinese open models are incredibly good. And I can run this thing, it's like an 11 gig file. I can put 7 gigs of it in my VRAM and offload the remaining 3-4 gigs, whatever it is, to my system RAM and just pull this model for questions. And it's, I shit you not, it's about as good as GPT was when it released to the public a couple of years back in the end of 2022, which is a rate of improvement for open source models that I just is unfathomable to me. And if I can have that available to me and not have to send that information over the wire, I can ask it sensitive questions, and I mean, not even sensitive questions, just questions that my government or any other government or company has no right to know what I'm asking, right? And I'd prefer to do it locally. 15 terabytes. Woo-hoo! Woo! Good stuff. 3 2TB SSDs for OS and fast access stuff, 4TB spinning disk for Blender and sim caches, 5TB HDD for all the backups and stuff. Oh yeah, man and or woman after my own heart. That's how I like to have it too. Good spread. I don't have that much storage. I've got about 3 terabytes. I'm actually pretty, like, I back up my games and stuff, but I don't buy very many of them very often, and the data that I do keep, I guess, is small. It's like photos that I take with my Canon mirrorless camera, and I don't shoot too much these days. And I take backups of my OS every once in a while, but then I delete my old backups when I don't need them, since I back up the whole disk like a Norton Ghost type of image. But I'm basically always running at max. I do have a couple of drives racked up, a couple terabytes worth that's got all my definitely 100% legally acquired backups of my games for my consoles, as well as all the issues of Nintendo Power and GamePro and Computer Shopper and a bunch of old magazines, because I'm worried eventually they're going to get yanked off of the Internet Archive. I know that day is coming, and I want to make sure I have hard copies. Well, digital copies of the scans. So all those are full. Got a bunch of PDFs. Interestingly, some of the sites that I got PDFs off of were sites that ended up being used to train language models back in the 2019-2020 era. Some of the people that are on r/data hoarder, the archivist and the eye and stuff. This was before language models were really known to the public. I didn't know what they were either, but apparently that whole time I was dealing with those guys and moving files around and downloading stuff from them, allegedly. They were helping Anthropic and OpenAI train their stuff in private, which is kind of incredible. But in some sense, language models are actually really efficient compression algorithms for storing a lot of PDFs, which is one way to look at it. Oh man, astrophotography be so fucking sick. I've seen some incredible astrophotography rigs. I kind of want to get into it as well, but there's a lot of light pollution where I am, and I don't think I'd be able to really punch through out of the glow as much as I'd want to justify the investment for optics. I need a new chest. That means I need some more trees. Oops. Okay. Oh, I fucked up. I pressed all the wrong buttons. Shit. Let's go back to If you get any nice astrophotography shots or any other shots, feel free to share them in that Discord. I'd love to see them. I'm not an excellent photographer, but I pride myself on having a slowly improving eye for composition. And I'm always happy to see other people's work. Let me get that same song again. It's just too good. Okay. Actually, let me get some real world water. Excuse me. That friend and I, who were trying to set up a home lab, or at least get one penciled out and figure out where we want to take it. I've been trying to figure out something interesting to do with a local language model when we get it set up. I've got like a skeletal Pythonic framework for getting them attached to Telegram, so they're pretty easy to communicate with in a voice chat. I don't want to run OpenClaw or anything like that, just because I don't want to give it agent access to anything outside of a VM. Even if it wasn't a VM, that's just a waste of resources for what I would use it for. So we've been kind of hashing out back and forth what are some interesting ideas, and he has this idea of taking imprints of physical areas, like not charcoal sketches, but like what do you call them, where you lay down a piece of paper and you sketch over it with a piece of graphite pencil, right? And you just take an imprint and then allow those to be sent to a language model and then have it interpret the contours and try to convert those into other forms of media, like guitar scales and things like that, based on the contours of the etching that he takes, and try to let the model make musical chords for him of the etchings, rubbings, that's what they're called, rubbings that he takes. But neat exploratory ideas like that, of letting them take your inputs and giving you outputs that you would be hard pressed to come up with on your own. I try not to get too soaked up in AI stuff, but boy, it's moving so fast. I don't like the idea that code is becoming commoditized and is going to turn to junk, but it is. I have this idea that within about 5 to 10 years, we're going to witness code becoming so commoditized that everybody's computer and software setup is going to be almost like a bespoke family heirloom, like a custom whittled knife, and everyone's is going to be a little different. We probably will be getting less and less patches from repositories and Microsoft and Linux distribution repositories, and more patches that will just have agents on our machines make for us. It's gonna be a weird future, man. I coded up a little thing with Quinn today with a local model to automatically select live chat instead of top chat in this YouTube streaming thing, because they wouldn't do it. YouTube doesn't give you an option to automatically select all chat. So I let the model hook one up and then verified everything worked. And I just sat there for a minute, looked at it, and I was like, you know what? Like it or hate it, this is going to be the future. Oh, you weren't around for the LAN party era? Boy, it was good. I was. It was good. Except for the hauling around CRTs part. That part wasn't too good. But we had LCDs around the time a little bit. Not too much. There was something I saw similar to that. Somebody used a language model to... I say language models. I think that terminology is incorrect. But I also don't want to say diffusion or transformer model because I technically don't know which he used, but he exported geospatial data from Google Maps or OIS map, whatever it is, and he used that geospatial data to feed into a model, and then the model was able to generate a SimCity 2000 style pixel art rendering of the city, and then he built it out such that he could feed new tiles into it, and it just kept expanding based on the OIS data that he gave it. Really cool project, and it was only like 100 or 150 lines of Python, or whatever like harness that he used for it. Software is going to become this organic thing. It's going to be living and breathing in really profound ways. I think it's going to be great for people like you and me who can have these kinds of conversations about how to use them in these interesting ways, and we'll be able to use them to make new creative things rather than just like letting it write our research papers for us. We'll be able to give it interesting inputs and get compelling outputs out of it. I don't think a lot of people are going to be able to do that. I think some of us are. Yeah, that's, I guess, the interesting part about it, right? It's like, where does a person decide to draw the line as far as what you let the machine do for the work and what do you do? Because I agree, I don't, there's a lot of stuff that these machines can do that I don't let them do because I don't find it enjoyable. I find writing to be a really personal process, so I don't ever let a machine do my writing for me. I don't ever let it proofread anything for me. Nothing like that. But now, I have a very difficult time visualizing images in my head. So if you ask me to picture a building that I've seen before, I can't really see the image in my head. I have like a vague, blotchy colored image in my head, but I can't really rotate it in 3 dimensions. It's kind of 2-dimensional. So for a lot of things, I'll ask Gemini or other language models to give me a visual representation of an idea I have so I can see it and then iterate on it better in whatever I'm doing. It's going to be interesting how different people have different approaches to handling those kinds of things. There's also going to be a lot of charlatans and bastards out there that are just generating noise, which I think is what is mostly happening now. I basically don't read any comments on sites anymore. That's not true. I read them, but I don't take them seriously because I don't trust that none of them are human-made, except for accounts that I've seen for a long time. I'd love to do the building and have it place the stuff down instead of me typing the paste command thousands of times. Yeah, that's the good stuff. That's the kind of stuff that I'm looking forward to, is the automating. I'm still not convinced that like, it's weird. I know Microsoft Copilot is garbage, and I'm not fully sold yet on agentic computing systems, but I definitely see that that's where it's going. Like, I can see within 10 years that I'm going to have a human language interface with my computers, either by default or I'm going to build one, and I'm just going to ask my computer to do stuff for me, like an assistant, and it's just going to do it. And I think it's going to excel at those kinds of things like you're talking about. The thing where you're pasting 1,000 times. You could natural language ask it to iterate on stuff that would be a little bit non-trivial to code by hand. Oh, shit, I need to get home. Shit! Oh, I fucked up! Oh, I'm screwed. I'm hosed. I'm hosed. There's no way. Nope, it's not happening. Nope, Penny's gonna find me dead on the road. Holy shit, wizard hat and all. Penny, I'm so sorry. Penny. Go, 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 go. Go, go. Oh. Oh. Oh, is it not 1? Oh, thank God. I thought it was 1 a.m. and you get knocked out. There was an earthquake during the night. There it is, the tapper and the mushroom log. Those are probably my two favorite productive items in this game. The sap tapper and the mushroom log. Squonky, this is embarrassing. I lost my lucky purple shorts. I'm telling you because I think I can trust you. If you find them, bring them back to me discreetly. Thanks. I'll pay what? Wait a minute. I remember this being some shady shit. The last time I played this game. Like he's sleeping around on his wife or something? Something like that. We'll see. I do like that about this game, that is at 2 a.m. where you get a kind of like workflow set up to where you can make your rounds and get back into bed just before the timer runs out. Oops. Okay, what do I need to make? Hardwood and moss. 40 wood and 2 copper. Oh, I don't have. And moss, I don't think. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we're cooking now. Is that moss? Sure is. Give me that moss. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I bet it is pretty interesting if you're a min-maxer or a hyper manager to watch me just stumble through and randomly do stuff. Yeah, I play all games like this for the most part. I can play them min-max, and if I'm playing them by myself, I will. But if I have even one person watching me, or if it's a laid-back game like this, I tend to do it as well. I'll just shotgun blast at it. I won't have any systems in play. I won't be thinking about it too hard. I'll just kind of lay back and let it wash over me. I'm such a mathematically minded person. I see the world in gradients and numbers and curves. Like I said, I couldn't see things visually. I'm a very, left brain person naturally. And so I've had to learn as I've gotten older that I actually have a lot more fun going to the other side of the fence and trying to not stress about micromanaging. Because I think for me, at least, it becomes stressful without me realizing it. So it's much more fun to just kind of let go. Especially in this particular game, since there's, as far as I understand it, effectively no way for the game to punish you for taking too much time. The seasons roll over, the days roll over, you don't lose opportunities for stuff. You can always do them again next season. So I can't find any reason to care too much. Makes letting go a lot easier, I found. Yeah. No, Manny, no. Jazz. I actually played a game that you might like called The Farmer Was Replaced. I don't know if you've heard of it. You probably have. It's essentially just a Python interpreter, but all the code snippets that you can type are for... how do I put this? The Farmer Was Replaced is a game that's effectively just a Python interpreter, but the built-in functions that the interpreter has have a 3D drone and plot of farmland, and you can program the drone to move around and farm. So the whole goal of the game is to program Python so that the drone farms the farmland as efficiently as possible. It's really good. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend it. It's very cheap. I mean, it's nothing you couldn't do without Python anyway, but the little 3D rendering there and the immediate visual and audio feedback for your programming is awesome. It's so good. And that's kind of where I'll naturally go when I play games. I grew up on SimCity, SimAnt, SimEarth, SimCity 3000 and stuff, Factorio a little bit, stuff like that. So, City Skylines. That's where my heart lies. Bro, yeah, look that up. The farmer was replaced. It's exactly what I say it is. No different. No more, no less. It's a Python interpreter with a 3D drone and farmland. And you can give the drone hats. You can even program in when the drone changes hats. So he can like do a successful harvest run across the map and then flip and change hats. You can also program in your own subroutines, as you could in any Python program, to make it farm it based on certain matrix coordinates or functions, right? Like go XY or YX, or, you know, make your own sweep function, all that. You understand. Really cool. The community is crazy. Oh yeah, I need to get more through the cave. You know what? I'm already here. Why not? That's why not, because I'm full of shit. That's why. I knew there was a reason why not. Community center. That's right. And then I can feel comfortable selling all that stuff. What's up, Linus? No, give it to Linus. You're welcome, buddy. I don't know you well enough to trust you? What are you talking about? I just gave you the go-ahead for digging stuff out of trash cans earlier, Linus. What are you talking about, buddy? Come on, concerned ape. Damn, I kind of want to play The Farmer Was Replaced again. That shit is so good. It's probably one of the best. I actually recommended it to a friend to teach him how to program Python. You know how programming is one of those things where if you've grown up with computers for a while, you think you don't know what programming is, and then you do it a little bit, and you're like, oh, this is it? I just have to learn what arrays and structs and tuples and mutable versus immutable are, and learn how to build a class, and then that's it? And then you just combine all that stuff? That's programming? I had a friend that was trying to get past that hurdle, and so I showed him The Farmer Was Replaced. And then once he played it, he was like, oh, okay, I get it now. I understand what programming is. Great for that. They should use it in schools because it's so good at teaching people how to do it. Damn, big titty mommy. You know, if you weren't taken, I would be giving you all of my brim and chubs. What's wrong with me? I need to get myself together. Okay. Let's see. Perfect. No. already do it? I guess I did. $200 wood, 10 hardwood, and stone. Kerbal operating system. Fully program the rockets, rovers, space stations, and automate it with C#. Damn. Kerbal Space Program is one that I never got into. And not because I tried and didn't like it, but I just have not given it the time of day yet. Which is unfortunate because it seems like that company is already come and gone. And now it's just a relic of Kerbal Space Program 1 and the culture around it. And I'm gonna have to do it at some point. Because people that like that game fucking love it. And I know it's got to be amazing. Plus, I like thinking about astronomy and orbital mechanics and things as much as you probably do if you're even considering astrophotography. And to play a game that allows you to simulate landing on orbital bodies and things is really cool. Let's sell a bunch of this stuff. Why not? Actually, let me go find Leah. Do you know if Kerbal Space Program is Turing complete? I can't imagine why it would be. It doesn't seem like a game you can really program in the sense that you can program Minecraft to make, you know, X-bit computers out of it. But I wouldn't be shocked if it was Turing complete, frankly. Chop down these pretty trees. Sorry, pretty trees. Oh. Thought you was slick, sweet pea. Trying to hide from me. It is? No shit. That's crazy. Huh. I can't imagine what programming a functioning computer in that game would look like. Like shooting rockets to complete connections and shit. Take like like years to complete a calculation. Having to orbit other bodies and shit. Well, I mean, I imagine that's not how it would work, but it's fun to imagine that's how it would work. Penny! It's locked. Oh no. Leah's, she's a tough one to nail down. Huh. Yeah, I don't know when it happened. I'd say about 5-7 years ago. But I stopped looking up wiki pages for most of the games that I played. And I started... Oh, that's sad. Have you decorated your house at all? Why are you telling me that in front of your presumably dead parents' grave? That's awful. I mean, that's sad for you. You're welcome. But yeah, around 7 some odd years ago, I think I just stopped looking at wiki pages for the game. I was overcome with the sensation of the importance of novelty and how new experiences are harder and harder to get as a function of your age. Just because, you know, in first world countries, most of us don't live very exciting lives. We have jobs, we have, you know, relatively easy to get food. You have to kind of make your own excitement. And games are one of the ways I find things exciting. And because games are constantly being made and new ones come out and so on and so forth, they're like these little sources of novelty. And I feel like when I look up things on the game's wiki or strategy guides or YouTube build guides or whatever, that novelty gets taken away and I can't get it back. But I can always get it later if I want it, and I haven't gotten it yet, right? So I just don't bother looking anything up, and I just kind of wander through it. Wander through it like a young child would when they got their first Nintendo. I'm like, whoa, what is all this? Same with Elder Scrolls Online. I love that game. I've had it for going on, almost 2.5 years at this point. Still haven't looked up any build guides. Still don't know where all the quests are. Probably never will. Shit, I bought all the DLC for that like 2 months ago and still haven't played like 90% of it. I need to. Oops, oh, that's fine. Yeah, I've met some people that are super into trophies on consoles. I'm not a console player, so I've never actually ever gotten a single trophy for any game in my life, believe it or not. Except for Steam achievements. I guess those are the same thing. But I know a lot of people that are really into achievements and trophies, and they've never been that compelling to me. And I wonder if it's just a certain part of some people's brain chemistry where they find those kinds of things enjoyable. And I just don't. But, kind of interesting. I've always wondered about that. Let's see, before I go to bed, what's going to be... Tomorrow's Thursday. I got my girls gifted up, except for Leah. I'll just talk to her if I see her. I can probably... wood, 2 copper bar. Oh yeah. I love getting achievements to the point that I use a tool that lets me reset Steam achievements just so when I do a new playthrough I can get them again. Really? Steam will let you just... Like, they have an API where you can just, like, send it an HTTP whatever and just reset it? No shit. I mean, I guess... Given that Steam is pretty shoot from the hip with that kind of stuff compared to other platforms, it doesn't surprise me. But I didn't know that was a thing. Huh. Interesting. That's pretty cool. I kind of like how laissez-faire Steam is with their platform. They really don't give a shit about a lot of stuff. $30,000 achievements. What a champ. I don't know how many are on mine. Especially because ESO, the game that I play the most, I didn't buy it through Steam. I buy less and less games through Steam these days. There's a retro achievement system for emulated stuff, but I don't use standard emulator front ends all the time either, so any achievements I would have are just scattered about. That'll do. Ooh! Not bad. I've been thinking more and more about doing a programming stream or some other Linux or tech related stream, but I'm deathly afraid that the moment I do it, I will be revealed for not actually knowing anything of what I'm talking about. Computing has always been a very private endeavor for me. I think that's part of the reason I've never done it for professional work either. It's this unrealistic fear that people will figure out I don't know what I'm doing. Real life achievements. I bet you could gamify a lot of real life stuff and people will get better at it. I've heard of, I don't remember where somebody mentioned it, but they had the idea of putting targets in urinals in bars. So when people are going to piss when they're drunk, you can give them a score for how close they piss to the actual hole in the urinal. And if you gamify it, they'll piss on the floor less. And it's probably true. Honestly, they're probably exactly right. If they made a thing in a bar like that that was similar to the Stardew Valley fishing game, I don't care how drunk I was, I would never miss. I mean, of course I would never piss on the floor anyway, but I definitely wouldn't if it had a fishing game. Like this right here, just imagine you're drunk and it's like... and there's a scoreboard in front of you. Ooh. Oh! Up! Up! Oh! Oh, that's a drunk fish, all right. Rainbow trout. Yeah, there's something about gamified mechanics. I thought about that a lot recently, that part of the reason I'm really disillusioned with a lot of games media and journalism, beyond all the standard complaints people have about journalism, like, oh, it's just, you know, they say they're journalists, but really they're just doing marketing. All that jazz. Setting aside all that, I feel like we really have poorly evolved language to discuss games. And I've noticed when some people say they play games that are fun, the kind of fun that person A and the kind of fun that person B has might be so qualitatively different. I had a friend of mine that bought Dave the Diver. And he said that the game was fun, but that he really didn't enjoy it. And I asked him why, and he said it's because Dave the Diver felt like a game that was made for the mobile games generation. That it was like a bunch of dopaminergic, high-intensity mini-games punctuated by, like, logistics mechanics. And in that way, it was almost over-gamified, and he didn't enjoy that. And I have noticed that I think that's true with an increasing number of games these days, is that they rely on gamified dopaminergic mechanics, but they're lacking something that I look for. It's not necessarily narrative, it's not necessarily character building, and I don't want to say it's taste, because that's audacious of me to say. But sometimes they're missing something, and I can't put my finger on it. But for the same reason, like, I don't play gacha games. I just don't find them fun, really. Maybe the same reason I don't do achievements. What the fuck is that? A fucking ghost? Bro, I'm trying to get iron. I don't need to deal with ghosts. Shit. Crazy knockback. Oh, it's intentionally taking the piss? That's pretty funny. I like that about Mega Bonk, too. You know, I said all of that about not liking over-gamified games, but I have to admit, I played Mega Bonk, and I think Mega Bonk is an incredible piece of design work. It's a really good game, and I think it's similar in that regard, that it over-intensifies everything and uses brain rot language so directly as if to say that it just doesn't give a shit. And there's a genius in that, too. Mega Bonk was really fucking good. What the fuck is that? I can't go in there? That's so juicy, I want to go in there. God damn, Mega Bonk was good, dude. Holy shit. So fucking good. The music is great, too. Ooh, what is this? Oh, this looks bad. Oh, they're pissed. Oh. It's not good. Oh, fuck. Fucked up. The way you say it's over the top, you've piqued my interest. I kind of want to look into it now. Vampire Survivors was a lot like that too, where you just get a chest and it would just fucking explode like items and pictures of icons of power-ups and stuff out of the chest. There's coins flying out of it. So good. We don't have a term like that in America, I've noticed. In the UK, they say you're taking the piss out of something. I'm to understand it in UK humor, where you're just like, you're just egging somebody on, just joshing them on too hard, leaning into something too much. We don't really have a term like that in America, I've noticed. And we really should. I've just started to say taking the piss in America. It's a perfect term for it. Way down has a beard. Yeah, bat wing. Aha. Victory. Oh, he got me. I'm fucking up. I'm fucking up way bad. Oh, fuck. I kind of feel bad swinging at the ghost. That's probably somebody's family member. That might have been who Abigail was talking to at the gravestone. And then I just came down here and stabbed them to death again. I gave them a second death. That's awful. You know what? Let me grab some of these. I'll run out of energy. Oh! That was slick. craft a Glock and a man ascends and does a creation of what? In Dave the Diver? You can make a Glock? This might be more compelling than I gave it credit for. I might need to look into this. I also kind of wanted to play Squirrel with a Gun if it ever goes on sale for super cheap. One of those games that seems so stupid that it has to be good. For my taste, there's a certain lack of seriousness that an art project can have, where if it just knows that it's not serious, I will find it to be at least a base level of good. Hello, Penny. Good to see you. You ever fished in the grass, Penny? Oh! Oh, damn, wore myself out. Oh, you move at the same rate as NPCs when you're overexerted. No, you don't. I'm a little bit faster. Interesting. Well, I'm not going to eat this vegetable that I could eat because I could sell it. So we're just going to chill. Little wind down walk. Good to have a decompression walk every once in a while. Life moves too fast if you let it. Stop and read the signs sometimes. Bus stop straight ahead. I know where Pelican Town is. Oh, I thought the town was named Stardew Valley. I guess not, huh? Maybe my farm is named Stardew Valley? Oh, I probably need those fish for the community center. Whoops. Whatever. Don't care. Don't care. Always more chances in the future. Oh, that's right. You do name your farm in the beginning. Mine's Bountyland Farm. The Stardew is the entire region? Okay. I didn't realize it was a region wider than this. Or, you know, a theoretical, canonical space such that it exists beyond the bounds of your farm and the town. The greater Stardew universe. How's my girls? Good. Cat? Your progress has been saved. Oh my god, what is on my arm? It's a big ass spider on my arm. Holy shit! The fuck did you come from? That's right, I do remember part of that. I remember the last time I played this. I don't think I've ever beaten this game fully. I don't think I have. I can't remember if I saw my grandfather come back. But I remember getting on a bus and going to a casino but I stopped playing right when I got there and never did anything there. And like Pam drives the bus there, or a desert or something. It reminded me a lot of Earthbound on the Super Nintendo, but I don't remember exactly what happens there. Yeah, we have a couple of venomous spiders around here, but nothing too terrible. The ones that are around here, we do have one that's very small and very venomous, and it won't kill you if it bites you, but it's 50-50 shot it's worth a hospital trip. We've actually got them around here. I've found them in my house before. But they're not terribly aggressive. They tend to keep to themselves. I actually try to leave spiders alone. I'm kind of fond of them. Interesting creatures. They sure do pay rent, don't they? Ah. I guess this is just, yeah, that's where I remember going. This little spot up there, I believe. Drop off some more tools, huh? Oh. Left some live stream preview windows up. Close those. It'd be nice if YouTube would offer a clean... I presume they don't, because if they did, there would be software all over the place, but a clean API to where you could start streaming from OBS and just have your chat and view count and everything show up inside of OBS so I didn't have to open a separate browser window. Maybe there's some private software that does that, but I haven't found a decent open source solution. Gunther, my man. Nothing to donate? Huh. Well, I'm gonna dig through your trash can. Me and my boy Linus. Oh! That's what we like to see. Clint. No geodes to break? How am I gonna get that letter all the way in the back? My girl. You hear that 1950s Americana beat back there? Very... Only have eyes for you is what it sounds like. What's the name of that song? Not this one, but the one I'm thinking of. Give me 1 second. flamingos? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Only have eyes for you. He's fucking pissed. I could have done it myself. The fuck out of here, Penny. Me and my wizard hat. You did a good thing there, Penny. Is she blushing a little bit under her eyes? I can't tell. She sure was. No shit. That's good design. Damn. I love that. Yeah, chill out, George, you fucking old bastard. Good man. You can be angry a little bit if you can acknowledge that you're angry afterwards and make amends. I have deep anger in my heart too, George. Genuinely. And it feels good when you recognize it and push it out of the way. Hatred's a good emotion, and it gets things done if you aim it in the right direction. But you've got to keep it chained up. You cannot allow it to fuck up your relationships with people. Hate things like inefficient software. Hate things like your computer. It must be difficult to grow old. It's just a different part of life. No, I mean, you say it like it's a bad thing. It's not. Penny, let me tell you. I can tell you personally from experience. You hit like mid-30s, and then you don't ever get any older. Your body does, but your brain doesn't. You stay there forever until you die. It's pretty dope, actually. I guess the sooner we come to terms... It's not that big of a deal, Penny. Yeah. Everyone lives and they die. That's what happens. Death is part of life. I bet it was interesting. I say some whack shit sometimes, Penny. I'm in a wizard hat. Yeah, you better get away, I'm dangerous. Okay. Penny! That was a good thing you did, Penny. My mother used to drive the bus to the Calico Desert, but the bus stopped working a few years ago. Mayor says there's not enough money in town coffers or else he'd have it fixed. No, it's because your mom's a fucking drunk. They don't let her drive the bus anymore because she's an alcoholic, Penny. That's why we don't take the bus anywhere anymore, Penny, because they don't trust your mom behind the wheel of a 10-ton passenger vehicle. If they put the whole of Stardew Valley in that bus and your mom wrecks it, she's gonna wipe out the whole town in one fell swoop. We can't have that. Yeah, I remember when I was like in my teenage years and a little bit after, and I thought, oh man, getting old must suck. And it really doesn't. Getting older is fucking awesome. Teenagers don't know what they're talking about. I look back at people when they're younger and think, holy shit, I hope I'm never that stupid again. Because I was a fucking moron. I don't ever want to be that dumb. Not again. And I know everybody says kids these days when they're getting older, but let me tell you, kids these days are brain dead. A lot of it's not their fault, well, with smartphones and everything, but I've been looking at least test scores in my own country, and it looks like the world over, in most Western democratic nations, high school graduation passing rates, standardized test scores, all of that is decreasing. Kids are actually getting dumber than we were. So yeah, it's nice to feel like you're younger, but not actually be I want to say uneducated, but oh, my gamepad just fucking died. That's what I get for talking shit, huh? I'm putting Bluetooth mode. Boy, Linux and gamepads is a whole thing. Shouldn't have died though. It was connected over USB. That's really weird. Let me do some, hold on. Bring up a terminal real quick. No, it sees the controller. That's weird. Interesting. Damn, I think this controller just fucking mega died. Maybe see if I can reset it. Here you go. Here you go. Come on now. USB port do you want? Let's see if I can save it and exit it real quick. Yeah, adulting definitely has a lot more stresses, but the freedom is definitely a worthy exchange, I think, for my personal taste. I have to say, the PS5 DualSense is probably the best controller I've ever used. It feels the best. The haptic triggers are fantastic. It's a wonderful device. But the firmware on it is absolute fucking garbage. And like once every couple of months or so, it will just freak out and stop connecting to stuff. Like right now. Well, that may be everything for Stardew. Alright, I'm gonna reboot this computer real quick. I'll leave the stream up. I should be able to fire it back up pretty quickly. Give me 1 second. It's a pretty fast machine. Yeah, it looks like my my USB interface just stopped working. Part of it anyway. Oh well, problem solved. Nice. I do love Linux. Boy, do I. But, man, I feel like an idiot when I try to get people into it. Because it does stupid shit like that all the time. You really gotta you gotta be in it for the love of the game, as far as computers and operating systems go to deal with Linux. I think it's the controller's fault more than anything. I actually tried to boot up Elden Ring about a week ago because I really don't like Elden Ring. I don't think it's that great of a game in a lot of ways, but I would be remiss to admit that it doesn't feel very compelling. I still want to finish it. But the bad platforming and the movement programming is garbage, and mounted combat is shit, and the NPCs are stale and don't move, and the side quests they don't explain anything, and I just don't enjoy all of that very much. But I still want to get through it one day, and so I tried to fire it up the other day, and I installed it, I got through it, everything, I got my controller set up, and wouldn't you know it, FromSoft does not set Elden Ring up with standard controller APIs like everybody else does. And so every other game I use, both with Steam input and with regular Linux interfaces for your controller API, works fine. Have no issues with any games. But with FromSoft games, for some reason, the way they programmed it, it maps the DualSense's rear triggers to your sticks and then swaps around a couple of other buttons. And Elden Ring won't let you remap the stick controls because FromSoft are terrible programmers. So you have to do all this around your ass to get to your elbow shit to fix it. And it was just so frustrating that I was like, you know what? I really don't want to play Elden Ring again. Yet another reason I think it's a bad game. It's just programmed like absolute dog water. Get your shit together, FromSoft. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay. I actually need to write a script, a bash script to fire up OBS and Firefox and get everything going for streaming now. I'll have to do all that by hand. I guess my language model. I'm thinking of just dropping the cash and getting a new GPU and having 2 GPUs in the machine. One for my LLM and then one for my graphics, and just have 2 of them hot and ready all the time. 'Cause man, I don't know when component prices are gonna drop, but it's rough. And I don't want to get caught with my pants down and shit get even more expensive. Memory prices are incredible right now. I'm glad I bought a 32 gig system last year, or the year before. It's DDR4. I've got a 5900 XT. No, 5800 XT. DDR4, 32 gigs. I've got it clocked up a little bit. The timing's a little bit tighter. I run my stuff pretty fast. Clock it up a little bit. Give it nice clean power. It's been good for a couple years. I haven't needed anything more. But I got lucky that I bought when I did. I'd like to start training language models and get a better grip on the technology. But the training side of things is better done with CUDA, and I just can't bring myself to buy NVIDIA. I'm not a fan of the company. I'm not a fan of their business practices, and I'm also not a fan of their pricing structure either. And I'm gonna wait until AMD's software stack catches up. SLI back in the day? Shit, let's go! Holy shit, SLI was so good! I had a guy I worked with had 2 FX 5700s, I think, in SLI. Back in the like mid-2000s. He got 2 SLI 5700s to run Warcraft Burning Crusade, I think. If I remember correctly. It's a long time ago. Fuck, it's like 20 years ago. They still have NVLink in a lot of cards, I think. I don't know if it's technically SLI or not, but similar technology. I don't think I could run Crysis, no. I don't think anyone could run Crysis to like 10 years after that shit came out. God, I think that was probably close to the peak of PC games, in my opinion. Mid-2000s to like 2010s, 2015s. watching a YouTube video by this guy that follows the chip and silicon industry, like the actual die production side of things. And he was talking about how, at least in the data center and surely in consumer equipment in the next 15 or 20 years, they're going to start making optical interconnects right on the die. So you can get high performance optical interfaces straight into the silicon, which will make for some incredibly high speed, at some point Ethernet connections, but likely also memory, because I think the next step in high performance computing is going to be getting RAM to be accessed and written to as fast as registers on the CPU, or close to it at least, because compared to on-die registers, RAM is so much slower. NVMEs were an incredible benefit. NVMEs, I think, were the last one where I was like, "Holy shit, this is a big improvement." But been a while since we've had an improvement like that. I don't know. What do you think? I'm gonna try this one now. That's nice of you to say. I totally agree with you. Okay. I definitely did not say what I think you wanted to hear, Penny. Damn, I am a sucker for a 1950s housewife. Okay. YouTube, I don't understand YouTube's streaming platform. If I go to the stream settings, it gives me concurrent viewers and gives me a number. But if I tab over on the same page to a different tab and look at the same concurrent viewers number, it's totally different. And I have to wonder, like, why are you using two different variables for that, YouTube? What are you doing? GPU with direct connections for RAM sticks. What do you mean by that? I'm not familiar with that. Like, you have you're saying there's general purpose GPUs or whatever that you could put RAM into? Or you're saying there's RAM slot type of ports on motherboards that you can plug GPUs into? I'm not sure what you mean. But yeah, the high performance bandwidth, the high bandwidth memory and high performance computing space does have some incredibly wild technologies like that. Oh yeah, nope. My gamepad's freaking out. What are you doing? GPU that have RAM slots. God, that would be nice. At least for consumers. I hadn't heard of such a thing. Unless they're for like workstation GPUs like RTX Pros and the A series, Fire Pros or whatever they were called. Back in the cave. Do we trash this? Get out of here. I think I'm gonna actually start farming after this coming winter. Maybe I'll build the farm in the autumn and then get it situated and pretty and then get it tilled and everything during the winter, get all my taps set up, and then we'll plant next spring. I think that's the game plan. I need to get some stuff built too. There's a 9060 XT, a Radeon card. You can get a 16 gig one, at least in the US, off of the internet now for like under $500, 450, which granted, that's still murder, but I don't think it's ever going to get any cheaper. And for a 16 gig card for a new one for $450, it's really not bad. I've got an 8 gig 6650 XT in here that I'm currently running, which is perfectly fine for what I use it for, but I could stand another GPU. Not even a new one, just a second one. I think I need a new motherboard to get the most out of it. I don't know. If I'm using a language model, I think a PCIe by 4 interface will be fine, because inference mostly happens on card. Once you load the model up into VRAM, you don't really need to transmit that much across the board. I think that might be okay. Kind of like crypto mining, if you had any experience with that. You know, once you get the data on the card, then the card just runs the compute with what is in memory. It doesn't have to move across the board that much. That or a Steam Deck. I wouldn't mind a Steam Deck either, but every time I think I'm ready to get a Steam Deck, I psych myself out. And I'm like, oh, they'll make a new one in a couple months. I'll just wait. Which is stupid. You know as well as I do, you're never supposed to do that with computers and technology. You just buy it when you're excited, because otherwise you'll be waiting forever. That's exactly what situation I'm in. Now everything's $1 bazillion, and I have no Steam Deck, and I'm sad. Because I'm a moron. I'm a goober. I'm a goofball. Yeah, I heard they were totally sold out of like all of them, aren't they? They're all gone. God, dude. It's funny, I'm a free market capitalist for the most part. I won't say unrestrained capitalism I'm a fan of. What the fuck? What happened there? But I like markets and market prices. I think the price discovery mechanism of free market economics is probably one of the most important human inventions next to, like, the written word. I'm dead serious. But that means you take the good with the bad. And unrestrained free market economics is really sucking ass right now. Every industry is suffering from it. I think it wouldn't be so bad if the money that was buying all this RAM from OpenAI actually existed. But it's all loans. Those companies don't even have that money. They get it on credit. And it's on credit for revenue they don't even have yet. So in that way, like, I think it's kind of not fair. So I think I can, like, defend my position of thinking the free market's okay, because they're lying about it, so to speak. So that's what I say. That's how I defend my position. It's incredible, dude. I'm really worried that OpenAI is going to have locked up all this RAM capacity, and then somebody like Claude or Mistral is going to come along and shunt the market and kick them out, and then OpenAI is not going to be able to meet those debt obligations. So they're going to have locked up the world's supply of RAM for years, and then fail on the debt. And not only will that debt get offloaded to US consumers, because I guarantee you our fucking garbage administration is going to make the taxpayers bail them out. Ask me how I know, because they're fucking shiesties. But on top of that, we get dick to not have RAM available for years. I hope that doesn't happen, but fuck, I don't think OpenAI is that different from any other model available model provider. I don't think they have any secret sauce. I think they just got credit deals in early on and fucked all of us for nothing. Yeah, it's like I'm becoming more and more a fan of. There's a name for it, but it's the German way of doing free market economics, where the German system, I think it's an oleoliberalism. I think it's what it's called, but it's where the government's task is to make the markets as liquid as possible, so that the markets can provide jobs and income and pricing for consumers. And given that the country I live in is mostly a consumer economy, that would be good for us. But that requires something that a lot of Americans don't want, which is the US government, for our purposes, having a hand in telling some of these companies what to invest in. And they're starting to do it. Like, for better or for worse, they took a stake in Intel. I mean, they did it because Intel was failing, and they need it for national security purposes to not fail. But you know, I think in a lot of ways, the way that America lets money flow around is way too fucked up. It pools way too much at the top. It doesn't pool anywhere near as much at the bottom. Our antitrust legislation hasn't worked properly in decades. So Google, Amazon, Facebook, They're allowed to just buy up all their competitors, which destroys competition and thereby keeps prices elevated. In a lot of ways, the parts of the market that I like are failing and they're not working. But my country is currently run by charlatans and scammers and assholes. So, but I don't like either of our political parties. I'm of the opinion that our Congress is basically non-functional and has failed, and they're effectively active enemies towards the American populace. I yell at my congressional representatives probably once a month. I call them everything but a child of fucking God over email. Occasionally I get emails back, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just ignore me at this point. I hate my representatives. They can eat shit and fucking... I'm not gonna say it, but they know. I've told it to them over email. Oh, my gamepad! No! Oh, you like the microphone quality? Thank you. I actually take pride in equalizing this microphone. I've spent months off and on learning signal processing and audio chains and stuff. All that jazz. It's actually, if you want I'll show you what microphone this was, just to show you that it's all about the software and the tuning, because the microphone itself is actually kind of garbage. It's basically a shitty dual condenser Chinese mic. But it was this thing right here. But yeah, I run that microphone, and I run an Easy Effects chain, which lets me set up a bunch of effects. I've got some voice activation so it doesn't pick up all the background noise. I've got it tuned nice so it's got a bright top end, but it picks up the bass in my voice a little bit because I have somewhat of a, not a bassy voice, but like I have lower mid-range. I try to bring that up a little bit. I clean up the signal nice. I figure if any of y'all are going to sit here and hang out and listen to me, I owe it to you to give good microphone quality. There's a few games podcasts that I listen to, and I take personal offense that some of those motherfuckers ask for Patreon money, but they can't be fucked to tune their mic well. They just buy a $200 Shure SM7B, plug it into a garbage preamp, and then ask you for $4 a month so they can sound like shit. That's a dick move. I'm not going to do that to y'all. You deserve better. We all deserve better. I'm gonna pass out. I got all hyped up. I'm not watching what I'm doing. Let's get out of here. Oh, I lucked out. I also keep the mic a little bit closer. I'm trying not to do ASMR. That's a little too much. But I'm of the opinion that games like this, they benefit from the person playing having the mic a little closer, making the sound a little more intimate, you know? I don't want it to sound like I'm 20 foot away from you. Yeah, I don't know if things are gonna change in my country. We'll see. There's so many different ways things can go here, and it's not even that I don't want to be doom and gloom. It's just that the genuine possible number of outcomes is so large that I can't even pretend to guess at how it's gonna go. Oh, I lucked out. What? Hold on. Get rid of this. But I will say, of all the things that can be said about America, I've noticed Americans themselves are getting a little bit more tired of everyone that's representing them. They're not just going, this side versus that side. More along the lines of, all y'all motherfuckers are fucking all of us. Which is nice. The past 5 or 10 years, I think Americans needed to get their heads screwed on straight and stop fighting each other so much. And I feel some refreshing, like, people waking up a little bit. It's pretty nice. Yeah, USB mics can be really good with the right software. they can. In fact, a lot of them are just good right out of the box, surprisingly. My room, I put up some sound treatment as well. I've got like a nice little spot here where I don't get too much reverb. I'm not an audiophile, but I'm definitely really sensitive to sound. I never recorded my voice at all before I started doing YouTube a little bit and streaming. And let me tell you, if you've never listened to your own voice recording before, that shit sucks for a while. I hated it. I hated listening to myself. Now I like it. And good audio and a good mic, I enjoy it. I feel like it helps me tune the mic. I've learned to speak better. I've learned to make recordings more efficiently. But it took practice. And in the process of practicing, I think I just got really sensitive to making the mic sound good. 917. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. Wait. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, we're cooking now, baby. Oh yeah. Okay, so I needed to make those things. What was it? 25 stone, 20 ore. I love all the bubbly sounds. There we go. I fucked that up. Nope, I fucked that up too. That'll work for now. Who cares? Nope, I fucked that up. What am I doing? See what I mean when I say I can't see things in my head? You see it happening right in front of your eyes. I can't visualize these things before I put them down. Okay, that. How many do I have? 5? That'll work. Whatever. Close enough. I wouldn't mind getting an XLR interface, actually. I really need to. Just because I agree the expanded, excuse me, connectivity. And also, I think you heard me talking earlier about how, actually, maybe you weren't here. I don't know, I may have mentioned it while you were here, Barry, but I had to cut a custom USB cable for this mic because I was getting so much back propagation of noise from my GPU that when I would play GPU heavy games like ESO and other stuff, the noise floor. So you probably know about audio signal processing and stuff. You know, if 0 dB is your clip point, my speaking level is at -6 to -12 dB. The noise floor, when I would play GPU games, GPU heavy games, was like -35 or 40. It was awful. Like you could hear the static when I talked. I tried different stuff. I tried putting it on a different port. I tried different power supplies. I couldn't solve the problem. What I ended up doing was cutting a cable in half at the end and splicing it. And so the data lines went to one USB port plug that went into my computer, and the other two went into a power adapter that goes in the wall. And so that way it's got power coming away from my computer. And it solved the problem, made the noise go away. I was gonna buy an XLR setup until the very moment that I decided to make that cable, and it worked. So I managed to put it off for a while, but that day will come eventually. What is wrong with this gamepad, bro? Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Give me 1 second. Good old Bluetooth. The worst protocol ever invented by mankind. Whoever invented Bluetooth has hate in their hearts. Like, has Bluetooth ever just worked for anything normally? I don't think so. I think it's always broken all the time. Let me see if I can connect it. I actually did play it with keyboard and mouse the last time I played, and I decided to do it with a controller this time because I wanted to sit back and enjoy it. But you see where that's getting me. Nowhere good. Wait, is it connected? No, it's lying to me. It says it's connected, but it's definitely not. Alright, I'm gonna try to power cycle this thing one more time, and if it gives me trouble again, I'll have to cut the stream off. I'm very sorry. But I'll give it a fair shake. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I think what happens is that it doesn't really charge when it's plugged in through USB, and I guess it was actually connected through Bluetooth and just slowly drained. The problem with this DualSense is that when it fully drains, it can't easily handshake the begin charging procedure, and it'll just kind of boot loop itself. There's a design flaw the way that they put it together like that, because I'm not the only one that it happens to. It happens to people that have it on PS5, it turns out. Kind of sucks, but that's okay. All right, let's do all this garbage again. Let's see. Give me that. And then give me this. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, we're cooking. Well, I fucked it up again! Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're going. Oh yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, let me go see my girl Penny. Holy shit, that was done fast. A legendary fish? I don't even know what the legendary fish is. Somebody mentioned something like a rainbow trout earlier. And then I got it, but then I sold it. I don't know if I was supposed to do anything with it in particular. Yeah, I'm not one of the type of players that looks at wiki pages or min-maxes it or does anything like that. I just kind of chill my way through it. I don't stress about it too much. I just enjoy hanging out here. I appreciate the heads up though. Do I want to eat these cookies that I just dug out of the trash? Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm gonna do it right in front of you too. You like that? You see me dig them out of the trash can? What's your name? Harvey. Doc, I'm sick. I just ate trash can cookies. Check this out. Does that gross you out, doctor? Let me go talk to Penny and her alcoholic mom. Penny! Penny! Are you awake? Where might you be, Penny? No. It's Saturday. Surely the children won't be in school on a Saturday. Penny will be reading in the park by all these dead people. No? My God! Where is she? Penny! There she is. Penny! I've already given Penny 2 gifts, but she deserves so many more. She deserves one for every day of the week. The mountains look nice today. Do you want to live with me, Penny? Do you want to live in my... Wait for me, Penny. Wait for me. Fine, I'll go talk to Leah. See if Leah wants to live with me. I gave, what's your name? Haley. I gave her a baguette I dug out of the trash can and she loved it. What do you even do all day? Snoop around in your room, girl. You better not be doing that! I'm just joshing you, girl. Legendary fish. I must not have gotten it yet. Because I have fished quite a bit. I've sort of done like a pseudo fisherman's route, I feel like. And I've fished my titties off. But have not found one particularly difficult to reel up yet. I'm about to show this man up though. I'm about to outfish you. What's up, Willie? If it smells, it sells, am I right? Oh! No, right in front of your fucking face! I'm gonna get the treasure too, bitch! Oh! Hold on now. Look at this, Willie. Look at me, I'm sweating over here. Oh, I'm gonna take this sunfish and this amethyst and I'm gonna leave. Have a good day, Willie. Yeah, that's how we do around here. I'm basically a professional Stardew Valley player. Ultimate fisherman. I'm about to put Willy out of business. Let's go work on this farm today. Good to know that the, you find that the audio from my microphone is good though. Because I've asked a few other people, but it's one of those things where once I've tuned it so much, I've gotten it good for my ear, but it's really hard for me to tell if it's just sounding the way I like it to sound, or if it actually sounds good, you know? So yeah, if somebody says it's good, wait a minute. Did I put 2 on there? I didn't know I could put more than 1. But yeah, good to know that other people think it sounds good. Good to hear. No shit. Oh! I didn't know you could put more than 1. I'm a goofy goober. Broken CD. Whoa! Whoa! Are you the legendary? No way. You're just an ornery fish. Mike. I guess I kept pressing the button that just swaps the items rather than dumping the whole thing on there. I didn't even realize. I suppose I should probably keep some bait to put in the crab pots, but good to know though. See? I could just say I'm a master fisherman and nobody in Stardew Valley, in Pelican Town, is the wiser. But in reality, Willy, I actually have no idea what I'm doing. Make it till you make it. Oh, if it smells, it sells. Am I right, Willy? Come on. Come on. Give me the chub. Give me the chub. Give me the big old chub. Oh. Oh. Those pike are aggressive. Okay, that's enough fishing. Okay. How much wood do I have? I need some wood. I'll start building out the farm, I think. I don't want to chop the trees down on my own property. Where I live in real life, I have tons of trees around. I'm very much a wood elf kind of person, culturally and proximally. And it extends to the way that I play these games. I hate chopping down trees. Very Bosmer coded. Except I don't eat people. Oh, we don't do that. I wonder if I need to go get that trash can. You always take whatever bait's left on the rod? Oh, cool. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Leah. Mrs. Elliot. Need me to show you up again, Willy? Need me to show you how to fish? Yeah, I didn't think so. Here, you want some fish? Gross! Fine, I'll keep it. Oh, 4 o'clock, you son of a bitch. You need to make a fool of you again? Here, let me show you how to fish. Whoa, clear across the fucking river. Come on. Come on, Willy. Let me show you how to do it. Look at this. Let me show you how it's done. Oh, I got an idea. Hold on. We'll do it like this. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah, okay, perfect. Let's just go fishing. Hit! Oh, I can't pause the game when I've got the fish out? I can't make this anywhere near as cool then. I was gonna play some music as soon as the fish came in. I'll do it now. Whatever. Give some Willy show up music. Look at this, Willy! This is how you fucking fish, baby! Woo! You weren't built for this, Willy. I was built for this. Okay, that's enough fishing. Good talk, Willy. Good talk. Nope, bad talk. Don't do that. Beautiful. Our beloved Mona. What the fuck? Unab dunju du pusten snaus op hampen of today on du small. That says something. Unab dunju du pust snaus op hampen today. Not do small versus. Alright, well, some other time maybe. It's old and faded. Penny, I will make you mine one day. It'll say something eventually interesting. Little game secrets. Leah. You around here, Leah? I have things I dug out of the dirt that I would be happy to give you, Leah. Leah, are you in there? Leah? Leah? Okay, good talk. Leah's nice. She and Penny are probably my favorites. A good friend of mine here in real life picked Emily. When I told him I was into Penny, he said I needed to get a star divorce. I said, you're out of your mind. Lenny is... Excuse me, not Lenny. I got one more fish in me. I fucked up. Come on. Nope, fuck that up. I fucked that up so bad. That's what I get. Now I've just got this broken CD in the grass. Let's sell this broken CD. This in there. Put these in there. Perfect. No worse for the wear. Some days you fish, you get too excited. You overexert yourself. That's okay. What's gonna happen tomorrow? Beautiful sunny day. Progress saved. Half energy? That's okay. Fucking way she goes sometimes. Immediate garbage. Get out of here. Not interested. Okay. So I'm thinking... I'm gonna chop some trees and start making these fences. That's what I want to do. My God, the music for this game is so good. I feel bad for Leah. I know she's an outdoorsy type of girl. I'm out here clear cutting her backyard. Sorry, Leah, but I've got to make fences with tree bones. I must take the trees for their bones and make tree bone fences. Appreciate the heads up about the crab pot. Yeah, I'll move them around when I get a couple of more. I need to buy some, but this game's economy is so good at spacing out when you have to buy things that I had to be very conservative with what I spent my money on. And then I ran out of fence posts right there, and so those are my designated crab pot spots. But I'll try placing them in some other spots. Yeah, I learned that at casting distance, apparently, can affect what kind of fish you... Oh! The pig vendor guy! Hold on, sir, I'll be right with you. For your overpriced goods. Oh. Careful. Careful now. Fuck, I was so close! That's what I get. I flew too close to the sun. Huh? What do you got? Huh? Huh? Give it up. Give it up. Oh my God, that's so much money. Let's see. Boy, that's rough. That's rough. That's okay. Nice little stroll. I've got my wood. I can make some fences. I'm a happy camper. Okay. Oh, it's Sunday, huh? Gonna have to miss the gift today, Penny. It was so slow. That's what I get. Get out of here. Huh. Huh. I struggle so much. Look at him. He's cringing. Ugh. Okay. Whoops. Oh, did I? Whoops. I just had so much fun out there. $653 gold, Dr. Harvey! You're breaking my balls, Dr. Harvey. I'm a poor fisherman. I don't even farm. I get slugs and broken CDs. I'll never be able to pay off that medical debt. I'm gonna have to close the farm. Okay, let's see. That. I like how it automatically turns into a double. That's nice. Okay. This fence is trash. I need to fix that later. Okay, and then I think here I'm gonna put some. I put them here? Not. Brighten up the town a little bit, you know? And then I'll put them outside Penny My Love's trailer. Brighten up your mother's alcoholism a little bit. Yeah. Okay. beautiful. Yeah, I don't pay attention to anybody's birthdays. I don't even remember my own birthday. What's up, Gus? Oh, the fishing competition. I'm gonna fuck Willie up so bad. Can I put fences out here? Guess I can, huh? Pretty cool. Look, we gotta wall Pam off from the bus because we can't be having Pam drive. She's gonna get another DUI, lose her license, and then Penny's gonna have to drive her everywhere, and then I'm not gonna be able to take Penny out. That's no good. We're just gonna keep Pam away from the bus. Oh. Garbage. Do it, but I gotta clear this little island out. Not all of it, just a little bit. Just out here stabbing. Leave a few trees. Yeah, I've been to the mines a little bit. I think I'm at level 50 in the mines or so. Not terribly far. Kind of gently wandering my way through the game. Whoa. There we go. Damn, did it again. Got too excited. Let's see. Did I just put one? Oh, I'm gonna fuck up again. He'll do it. I'll worry about this later. Gonna get myself knocked out. Yet again. What's up, dog? Cat. Cat named Dog. What's the weather looking like tomorrow? Oh, can I craft a field snack? Oh, hell yeah. Clutch. Clutch. So clutch. I'm back in action now. This is crazy. We've changed the game. This, I got all my energy back. Well, half, which is what I started with, I suppose. Flew too close to the sun. Name of the game. I'll fill it in, why not? Oh, the trees are the secret energy source? That makes sense. Those field snacks are pretty clutch. Two copper bar, 40 wood. Oh, yeah. Oh! Oh, all right. I think I'm going to wrap this stream up. Looks like I've been going almost 4 hours. I'm going to have to get me some food. But I appreciate y'all joining me. This is good. I got a lot done. I think, where am I at with Penny? We've made some progress with Penny and Leah. As well with Robin, but she's taken, so she's not important. Wow, Leah looks just like Penny, but cooler. But I'll pick it up in the next day or so, and then we'll hop back on it. Damn, chicken wraps! I think I'm gonna make some tuna sandwiches. I've got some tuna I need to knock out before it's done. How much did we make today? Nothing? 25 gold for a broken CD. Better than nothing. Alright, well, y'all enjoy the rest of your day or evening, wherever y'all happen to be. And thank y'all for watching.